too much. Oh man.
Hi, Professor. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm okay. Hold up 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna talk. Wait 1 second. I'm just gonna do this 1 minute so I don't forget. Wait. I didn't get that. Wait. Don't worry. No problem. Okay. um, we're going to work on the homework. I've already assigned it. I'm all right with people doing it as we're going along. The numbers are going to change. So my yes, Faya, yes,
Professor, I was talking.
okay.
Hi. Um,
Hi.
so I have a question. Do you teach any summer classes?
I believe I'm teaching micro.
Oh,
If you haven't seen it,
microeconomics?
macro, I think it's macro.
Any accounting class or business?
No, no.
Um, okay, perfect. So you teaching micro?
Macro, I think. I think I have that at night. I might. So you could look it up.
Okay,
All right.
thank
Well,
you.
you don't want to take my class, right?
No, I want to take it, so I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. I think it's macro. I think it's
Do
on.
you know the number? But I'm not sure I have to take micro because I'm an accounting student.
Oh, I don't know. Now
So
you're asking me. I
yeah,
don't
you
know
know
the answer
what?
to.
Yeah, that's what, like, I wasn't sure that is the reason. You said micro or micro, sorry.
Macro,
Yeah.
M-A, overall.
Okay, macro.
Oh,
Okay.
M-A,
Yeah.
not M-I.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. But do you know the number? You don't know the number, correct?
It's 101. If you look up my name and look at the summer program, you'll see it because it's out there already.
Oh, 101. I'm taking right now. So I think, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Anyway, but no accounting, no
No,
business, nothing, right?
no,
Okay,
no.
perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
was glad if you teach something like that.
Okay.
Anyways, okay.
All right. Yes, Sohel.
Hi, Professor.
Uh-huh.
Are you giving classes for money and banking?
No. I would love to teach that. No, I don't have that. Maybe in a year or
I
so I will.
I
I would
wish
love
you
to teach
should
that.
you could. I wish.
Okay. All right. Well, great. Okay. So let's get started. Um, someone had asked me how to calculate the exponent on, there's a function on the calculator that says yx, the y, and then the x is near it like an exponent of y. If you look at it right on the calculator, it's right on the bottom of follow payment and go down a couple. It's yx, okay? So let's look at the homework, because I want everybody to do well on this homework. And then on the quiz, there's a couple of questions there that are a little bit challenging. I want you to try it on your own, and then we'll take care of that. But yes, hold on, I'm going to show you.
Hi, Professor. It's me again. Can you show us like on the can you open your camera and show us like how to do it on the calculator to calculate this exponent?
See this function right here?
Yeah, I got the function. It's yx.
All right,
Yes.
I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to explain to you. You follow along, okay? All right, just hold on 1 second. Okay. Let's look at the homework, okay? So everybody's going to do really well on this. Okay, so here we have the 6 months, right? So we're going to say, this is how we're going to do it. You're going to put on your calculator. So 1/4 is 0.25, right? That's what, if you do the, just hold on a second before I answer the question. Hold on. If you do 1 divided by 4, it becomes 0.25. Okay? So just listen to me. You put 1 plus 0.25, and then you hit the yx, wait, 1.25, yx, 0.25, and then yx again, wait, 1.25, yx 0.25. Hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're going to hit 1.25, and then you're going to hit yx 0.25, and then yx again. Yeah. 1.25, and then yx 0.25, and then yx.
I'm sorry, Professor. 1.25. Then we press yx and then 0.25 and again yx.
0.25. 1.25, yx 0.25, and then yx again.
So the answer is 1.057371.
No, hold on. 1.25 yx 0.25 yx. So the number is this number right here. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, you gotta subtract a 1.
You got to subtract 1 from there. Subtract 1.
So it's 0.057371.
Right. So now you move the decimal place 2 places, and it becomes 5.74. Right? Because it's 0.5737, 0.5737. So you're going to bring it to two places.
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you.
You got it?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
And then the second one is the same, 0.50. You do the same thing, 1.25, YX 0.50, and then YX, and then you should come out to 1 minus 1, 1180. And this one, you're going to have to write it down, 1 divided by 0.24. You write that number down because it's a long number. You do the same thing. Does the class understand what I just said? Hello? Did I lose my
Yes.
class?
Yes, I understand. I don't know about the class.
Everybody got it?
Hopefully.
Yes,
Okay.
Professor, I got it. Thank you so much.
All right.
So
So
what
that's
is
how you do that.
Never mind. 25 is R.
What'd you say, Michelle?
R is 25, right?
XY, what, YX, right? Is that what it's called? What is it? You know the name of it?
So it says 1 plus R to the 1 over N. So the R is 25%, right?
0.25, that's right.
Got it.
1/4, right. So it becomes this, 1.25. This becomes 0.50, the exponent. This becomes 1/4, and 1 over 0.24, 1 divided by 0.24 is 0.041666666. Okay? All right. Now, that's not what I wanted to get into. We did this one, right? We know that the effective annual rate, that's the EAR, right? It's the percentage over the amount of months plus 1, the exponent of 12 minus 1. In this one, they're giving us the interest amount, which is 8%. So what we do here, we do 1 plus 0.08, and we square it, minus 1, and we come out to 0.66, 16.64, right? Always move the decimal place, right? You move the decimal point 2 places to turn it into a percent, and to turn it into a decimal, you move it 2 places going the opposite way. Now, we did this one. Okay, now look at this. Okay, this is the same, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to change 0.15 into a decimal, so we're going to have to move it 2 places, right? Because the decimal's here. We're going to move it 2 places, so we're going to add 2 zeros to it. So 1 plus 0.0015, the exponent of 12.
Professor, the exponent of 12. Now we have to, in the calculator, how we have to write this thing?
Listen to me. This is per month. So you're going to use the exponent of 12. And this one is every 3 months. So you're going to use 4. Right? These are the homeworks you'll be able to see when they said help solve it, but I'm showing it to you and how to use the calculator also.
Can you tell us again about the number of months for the exponent in the calculator?
No, this is telling you the EAR is 12 months. Right? It says per month. This is saying interest per quarterly. This is giving you interest per month. So how many months are in the year?
12.
Well, that's right. So this is 12. And this one, how many 3 months are in 1 year?
4.
Exactly.
What's the difference between this question with the EAR and the one with the APR?
Well, this one is, the difference is, this one is 1 year. This is going 6 months, 1 year, and 1 month. And this is a 2 year. This is 2 years. So it's a big difference. It's 2 years. This is for 1 year. So as you can see, the 1 year is half, which makes sense, 0.5. Right? This is for a 2-year deposit.
I'm sorry, Professor. The question 3.
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure it out to do it in the calculator, the EAR.
No,
Mm,
listen to me. Listen to me.
this, yeah.
Listen to me. This is 0.15. 0.15. Right? So you're going to move the decimal place 2 places. Right? Add another 0 right there. Right? Becomes 0.0015. Right? 1.0015. Right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to say, you got to put the mic down. Then you're going to say X, YX, 1, 2, and then you add the 1, 2, and then you do YX again. And you should come out -1, you should come out to this number. Same thing you did on the other one. The exact same thing.
So, like, conceptually, what's the difference between question 1, 2, and 3? Like, I'm kind of confused with the concept of the questions.
This one is asking you, hold on. This one is the EAR effective annual rate, right? This one, I believe it's different because it's actually the EAR, a rate using to calculate each rate using the formula EAR. There are different formulas for the EAR. Different formulas for the EAR. Okay? Yes.
How do you know when you're supposed to use which formula?
It will specify, especially on this one, right here, when it's monthly per deposit, right? It will specify EAR, if I'm not mistaken, based on the interest rate. Based on the interest rate. This one is yearly, right? This is a yearly one. This right here is a monthly. This was a quarterly. And this was a 2-year effective. So it depends on what the question is. Depending on the question.
Professor,
Yeah.
my answer is not matching with the solution for question 3.
You're not doing it right then. You're not doing it right.
I tried 1.0015 YX.
One point. Wait. I just did it and I got it. 1.005 YX12. Minus 1.
My answer is 1.018.
Right, minus 1. You got a minus 1.
0.018. One.
Yeah. So minus 1. Minus 1 from that.
All right.
And what do you have now?
Yeah, now it's matching. It's 0.0181.
Right, and then move the decimal place 2
Yeah.
places. Okay?
Thank you, Professor. Thanks a lot.
Okay, you're very welcome. Okay. So this is basically the same thing, right, as the second question. Okay. Now, I want to get into this. I want to start with these. Okay. So the way this works, right, for this purchase, right? The way this works is that the months has to match the interest rate. Okay? So in this situation, the loan is 5 years, right? But they're giving you 60 months, right? 5 times 12 is 60. The loan is for 5 years, but it's telling you the amount of months already. So N equals 60. To calculate the interest, you're going to say 5.48 divided by 12. And then the answer you get for that, you hit IY. That's your IY. Right? Future value is 0. Present value is 7,900. And then compute for payment.
$150.83.
Who's that, Stevie? 1.
50.83.
Perfect. So this is what it will cost you if you bought a motorcycle and you financed it for 60 months at 5.48 APR, annual percentage rate, but it's monthly. Right? This interest rate has to match this. That's why you're dividing it by 12.
So the interest rate 5.48 is for a year. We have to get it for a month, and then we have to
You
calculate.
got to divide it by 12. You got to divide. See what it says right here? APR divided by 12. So you do it on the calculator. Listen to me. Please listen. First, you put N equals 60. Then you put APR 5.48 divided by 12, right, on the calculator at the same time. And then it's going to give you this number. And then you press IY. The present value is how much the bike is costing. That's the present value, 7,900. There's no future value in this. Future value is 0. And then you compute for payment. right? So if you start out with this loan and then you pay it out for 60 months, you pay the 150 spot 83, you'll be done with this loan with the interest accumulated. Okay. You've just taken out a 21,000 car loan with 8% APR compounded monthly. The loan is for 5 years. When you make your first payment in 1 month, how much of the payment will go towards the principal of the loan and how much will go towards the interest? Okay? So first, we need to calculate the total amount of the loan, of the payment for the month. So the same way we did the last one with the motorcycle is the same way we're going to do this, right? Same way. N equals 60. IY equals 8 divided by 12, right? We're going to solve for payment, so we leave payment alone. Future value is 0, and present value is 21,000, right? So how much do we get for that?
Is that 2,522 and
That can't be 2,000. Think of what you just said. If we're buying a car, right? We're buying a car and we're paying it's 21,000 and it's for 5 years. We can't pay $2,000 a month.
It's
Four-
425.8.
Okay, put that to the side. 400 and what?
425.8.
Okay, 0.08. Now, well, let's calculate the interest. Let's calculate the interest. What goes towards the loan, towards the interest. What's 8 divided by 12 on your calculator?
Come again, Professor?
0.6667, right?
Okay, put 2 zeros in front of that. We're going to convert that into a decimal. Put 2 zeros in front of that and multiply that by 21,000.
One 1680.
What?
1680.
1680? Eight divided by 12. The answer you get for that, put 2 zeros in front of it. Add 2 zeros to it. 0.0, whatever that is, 0.00, whatever that is, times 21,000. What's the answer?
Uh,
140. 140.
140? Is that what you got?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that too.
yeah,
Okay, and what was the other amount? 408 what?
Oh, the other percent was,
Yeah, what did you get when we got the payment? What was that, 408.25, somebody said?
I think it's
425.
425.8083.
That was the amount?
425.8.
I can't hear you. 425?
425.8.
Okay, subtract 140 from that.
It's 285.1.
That's wrong. Something is wrong here. Let's start over. Let's start over. N equals 60. IY, let me finish, please. IY equals 8 divided by 12. Okay, then enter. We're solving for payment. Future value is 0. 21,000 is present value and compute for payment. What do we get?
455.80.
For what?
455.80.
455.80.
And if we subtract 140, then we get 315.80.
We get 315.80.
0.80. 0.80, yes.
Still wrong.
It's 425.80 when you compute for payment.
Okay. Now, let's do this one.
Which means
So
285.80 final answer.
Okay. Yes.
So we know how to get the payment, but how do you know
Hold on, hold on,
what
hold on, hold on. Okay. So listen to me. Who gave me that answer before that? Stevie?
Samir.
Samir. Okay. So it's, what did you get? 425.80, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the way you calculate the interest, for the first payment, right? This payment, this is the first one. We're going to take 8 divided by 12, right? Whatever that answer is, that's the percentage. Now we have to convert it into a decimal. And the way you convert it to a decimal is to add 2 zeros in front of it. And when we add 2 zeros in front of it, we multiply it by the 21, the outstanding balance, right? It's going to give us 140. Now, this is the total amount is 425.80, as Samir said. Once we do that, we know how much is going towards the principal and how much is going towards the interest. Now, with a car payment, right, as you pay down on the car principal amount, the interest goes down, right? You still pay the same amount, but you pay less and less interest. Now, if we were to do it for the following month, we would do it 425.80 minus 21,000. Now we're going to calculate interest on the balance of what's left after we subtract the 425.80, right? That means the interest is going to get lower and lower. We still, our loan is still 425.80 on a monthly basis. However, this is how it looks. It looks like this. And this is exactly what I was saying. This is exactly how it looks. And then this is a percentage here. And then we convert it into a decimal. We got to add 2 zeros in front of it to convert it into a percentage. And then we multiply by 21,000. The following month, this will go down by this amount. So when we do the same thing here, this interest is going to be less because the calculation on the principal amount is going to be less. The amount on this is going to be less. However, more goes towards the principal and less towards the interest. That's what I'm talking about. Right? When you buy a car, the amount doesn't change of the loan, right? You're still paying the same amount. But what happens is more is going towards the principal of the loan than the interest of the loan, right? Because you're making a bigger chunk. The bigger chunk is going towards the principal, right? That's how that is. And that's how you calculate it, right? When you guys go in and buy a car, you can do all this because you know it now. You know it now, right? And the guy telling you some mumbo jumbo, you go, no, that's not my car note. My car note shouldn't be that high. I'm financing $21,000 at 8%. And this is pretty high. If you have good credit, it should be lower, right? And an APR of 8%. So I know what my loan amount should be. And you know these calculations now. There are no other ways of calculating this but this way. And that's it. Right? Sometimes when these guys see you and they think that you don't know, they tell you anything. And then when you sign the paper and then one day you decide that you're going to look it over, or you know someone that knows about loans, now you know. You're going to say, oh, you've been over, they made a mistake here. And you go, what do you mean? And no, the rate that they're charging you is actually 12%. No, it's 8. It says 8. But if we do the math, that's not what it is. And then we can go the other way and find out, right? If we wanted to know what the rate of return is, right? We know now. We know what to do. We go in, we put the amount, right? And the amount that we're paying as a negative, future value is 0, and then we compute for interest rate. You say, wait a minute, I'm paying 12%. Now you know. You know how to do it. You know exactly how to do it now on that calculator that you have. There's no other formula. That's it. This is it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is on your test. This question coming up right here. All right, let me explain it, and then we're going to figure this out. This is how you calculate a mortgage, right? However, this is a situation where you've been living in the house for a certain amount of years, okay? So this is saying you have just sold your house for $900,000. First thing I'm advising everyone to do is to put the $900,000 or whatever this amount is on this question on a piece of paper, and you put negative next to it, right? 900,000 and then negative. This is saying, this happens every day. This question right here. You sold your house for 900,000. Okay? So 900,000 you put negative and you let it sit there so you don't make a mistake. Your mortgage was originally a 30-year mortgage with monthly payments and an initial balance of 800,000. So you paid $800,000 for the house that you just sold for 900. But that's not the answer. That's not the question. Now you lived in that house. You bought it for $360. You lived in the house for 18 and a half. That's equivalent to 222 months. Okay, so that's not it. Now let's calculate the payment at 800,000 for 360 months at 625, right? At 6.25% APR. So N is going to equal 360. N is going to equal 360. Okay? N is going to equal 360. Just listen to me. IY is going to equal 6.25 divided by 12 because the payment has to match, the number of payments have to match the APR, which is monthly, annual percentage rate, right? But it's monthly, right? So IY 6.25 divided by 12, you press IY, right? Present value, we're going to solve for payment now. Present value is 800,000. 800,000. Right? Future value is 0, and then we compute for payment. And tell me the answer you got for that.
It's gonna be 4,925 and no 26.
So put that to the side. Okay. So listen to me now. Now we want to calculate the balance. We want to calculate what we owe the bank. Okay? We bought the house. Our original loan is for 360. Right? We paid 222 months. Right? What's left? What's the difference between 360 and 222?
138.
I believe it's 138.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's do this. N equals 138. IY equals 6.25 divided by 12. Payment is, what amount did you tell me?
It was 4,926 rounded.
Okay. And then future value is 0, compute for present value.
Wait, are you doing it again?
Wait, yes, we are. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on, Michelle, I'm gonna get to you. You know that. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Okay.
483,989.
How much?
483,989.
Subtract that from the 900,000. And to the nearest dollar.
416.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, anybody.
416,011.
That's the answer? No. Samir, what did you have?
Why did I even
Anybody
do
else?
it? I'm going along.
I can say the answer.
What'd you get, Michelle?
220,000? 248.2.
No. No. All right, listen
Are we
to
supposed
me.
to like round for any point before the actual answer?
No, listen, no. Whatever answer you get, that's what you use. And then afterwards, you do the rounding.
Would that be 416,011? 011?
I just had that answer. Let's start over. We're going to do this. We're going to do this the right way. Listen to me. Listen to me. We bought the house for 900,000. So we put 900,000 to the side. 900 and negative. Right? Now we're trying to calculate our payment for the $800,000. So N equals 360. IY equals 625 divided by 12. We're solving for payment. Present value is 800,000. Future value is 0. Compute for payment.
4,925.7376.
Okay, now hold that number. Hold that number. We lived in the house for 222 months. That's the equivalent of 18 and a half years. We've paid on it. Now I'm trying to calculate what balance I owe the bank. How much do I owe the bank?
679,751.7893.
No, that can't be. Hold on a second. So now what I have to do now, I'm going to say N equals 138. N equals 138. The net between what my original loan for and what I've paid down on, what I've been paying. So I owe a net of 138 months. That's what I'm trying to calculate now. So N equals 138. IY equals 6.25 divided by 12, right? Hold on one second. I went blank here.
Right.
IY equals 625 divided by 12. What was the payment amount, Michelle?
4,925.73.
Put that in there.
Sorry, 4,926.
Go ahead, put that in there as payment. Right? Future value is 0, not compute for present value.
Tell you the answer.
What'd you get, Michelle?
I'm still computing it.
I got the final with you.
What'd you get? Anybody?
Yeah,
What'd
so
you
it's
get?
gonna be 416 and 416,037 and yeah, 37.
416, 037?
Yeah.
Subtract that from 900,000.
No, that's the actual answer. I subtracted already.
Oh, okay, you did already, right? 416?
037.
Perfect.
Yeah, I rounded. That's
Okay,
why.
let me explain it. Good job. Who was that? Ethan?
Ethan.
Good job. All right, let me explain it. Let me explain. We bought a house for $800,000 and we just sold the house for $900,000. However, we still owe on the $800,000. We still owe on it. So we have to calculate how much our mortgage is in order to make this payoff. How much money do we pay a month on the original loan? The original loan is for 30 years, and you convert that into months, which comes out to 360. 30 times 12 months equals 360 months. Okay? The interest has to match the monthly. That's why we're dividing it by 12. 6.25 divided by 12. And then we put that as our IY. right? We're solving for payment, right? Future value is 0. Present value is 800,000. And that's our payment. That's our payment. That's how much we made, the 4,920, whatever it was. That's what our payment amount is. Now, we have been living in this house for 18 and a half years. When you convert 18 and a half years into months, it comes out to 222. So we made 222 payments out of 360. So we owe 138. We owe 138 payments. Now we have to pay the bank the balance of this loan, 138. Once we pay them the balance of this 138, right, we figured out what this balance is. And then now we say N equals 138. DIY is 625 divided by 12. Payment is that 4,009, whatever it is, 925, right? Future value is 0, and then we compute for present value. That's what we owe. We owe the bank. Now, we sold the house for 900,000, right? This is what we made on the house. But we have to pay the bank the remaining balance of this loan. So we have to subtract it from this, and this is what the cash remains after the payoff on the mortgage. That's what it means. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Michelle, you got it?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. That's what it is, right? Once again, 360 is the original loan. We lived there for 18 and a half. If you convert this, 18 and a half, this becomes 222. So the net between the two, we owe 138. And then once we do that, now to avoid mistakes, the mistake I see on the exam all the time, they subtract it from this money. They subtract it from the initial balance. That's not where it comes out. It comes out. That's why I tell you, take the 900,000. Hold on. Take the 900,000 and put it down somewhere so you can put a negative. Yes. Someone said something?
No one said something. They're just chatting.
It's
What did they say?
it's me, Rosie. On the second part, I got 483,989, and I wanted to know if that was correct, because I don't get
got
416,37. I get 416. I don't know, something else.
Your rounding must be off on your
Yeah, just try not to round when you get your first payment, because that's the
Right.
that's the one I got
There's
wrong
no
first.
rounding in that, Rosie. The rounding comes at the end. Don't round before that.
So the first payment was 4,925.73. Don't put 4,926.
No. Put what it is. No rounding until the end. So let me show it to you
Yeah, that's
on the
exactly what I did.
calculator.
Don't do that.
So it's going to look like this. This is why I tell you to put that 900 and that negative. Right? This is 360. Right? The 800,000, you get 4,925.74. Now the net between what you bought it for and what you paid down is 138. The IY is here, the payment amount, and then this is what's left over. Then you subtract that. You subtract that from what you've sold, and this is what you've made. This is what you've made. Right? You got to pay the bank because you have a balance. You sold it, but you still have a balance. Once you figured out what the balance is, you subtract that from what your sale is. This is what you've made. This happens every day. There's no other formula, class, for calculating this if you buy a house. This is the same formula. Same exact formula.
So there is a plus minus on the final answer because I got 36.
No.
7.
What do you mean plus and minus?
Like the final answer, you put 37. I got 36, but it's showing correct on both.
What do you mean 30? What do you have? 416 or 36?
Yeah, that's what I have, but it also took 37.
Okay. Okay. It's supposed to take 36 only. Maybe I wish I had it wrong. It would tell me. Maybe it'll take up to $1 up to $1 and down $1. Because it does that. Because this is like you're going out a lot with this 138. Okay?
Gotcha.
Okay. You know, if I was the one correcting these papers, right, when I used to do the manual correction myself, right, of the exams, I give big breaks. You know, you put 177.90 and it's 177.08. I said, you know what, that's close enough for me. But that's not how it works, right? That's not how it works when this does it. And also in the real world, it doesn't work that way when you work for a firm, right? A few of those and you won't be there long. All right, listen to this. Listen to this. You have an outstanding student loan with required payments of $500 per month for the next 4 years. The interest rate on the loan is 9% compounded monthly. Now you realize your best investment is to prepay your student loan. Maybe you got a job, you're making more money. So we need to calculate this amount, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to calculate the present value of it, and then we're going to see how many months it's going to take to pay off. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to calculate the present value of $500 at 48 months at this interest APR compounded monthly. So N equals 48, which is 4 years, 4 times 12. IY is 9 divided by 12. Payment is negative 500. You can put negative 500. Future value is 0, and then compute for present value. And how much do you get?
$20,092.39.
All right, put that to the side. Put that to the side. Now, we're solving for N, so we leave N alone. We're going to say 9 divided by 12 for IY. And then the new payment amount is $750. So we're going to put negative $750. And then the present value, we're going to put that amount you just said. 21,000, that's the present value. And future value is 0. And then we compute for N.
$30.02.
20.002 or 02? Right, 30, right, 30. That's the
Can you
answer.
repeat that? Sorry. Like the
Yeah,
whole
of
thing.
course. Of course I'm going to repeat. I'm going to show it to you too. Okay, listen to me and then I'll show it to you. All right? So what happens is right now let's say you make $50,000 and you just got a raise of 100 grand. You got now you make 100,000. So you can make more on the payments. You could pay more. So this actually cuts it down 18 months because you went from 48 to 30 because of your increase in the amount that you're paying. So you were paying 500. So we're going to calculate how much it comes up to at $500, the present value of it, right? So it's going to be N equals 48. IY equals 9 divided by 12. Payment is negative 500, right? Future value is 0, and then we compute for present value. Now, we know what the present value is. Now let's calculate how many months, number of periods. So that's what we're going to be solving for. So we leave the N alone. We leave N alone. So we're going to say 9 divided by 12, right? Payment is negative 750. Remember, when two things are on the same line on that calculator, we can't use both going in the same direction. Payment is negative 750. Future value is 0. Present value is that 21,000 that you told me about. I don't remember the exact number. And then we compute for N. This additional 250 actually cut the loan a year and a half. It did. A year and a half. So it looks something like this on the calculator.
Professor, it's blank.
You don't see it?
Yeah, the screen is blank.
Really? Everybody, your screen is blank?
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, it's blank.
Now it's back. It's back to normal.
Oh, that's
I don't
something
see
on
anything
this
blank
side.
too.
Okay, it's okay?
Nope, can't
Yes.
see anything.
Good now?
Nope.
It's still blank.
Oh, I don't know. I see it here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's the connection. So try to re-enter the session. It worked for me.
All right, try to re-enter the session. Thank you. Is everybody good now?
Yeah, I can see now. I came back.
Okay. All right, let me move on. Okay, so this is a calculation. This is a deflator, right? Very simple. Very simple. This is what you do. This is it. All right, this is like a gimme, right? Nominal rate, right? Nominal rate. This is the nominal rate, and this is the inflation. So you're trying to calculate what your real interest is, what your real raise is. So nominal divided by inflation rate plus 1, right? 1 plus the interest and 1 plus the raise divided. Minus 1 is 3.28. So what it's saying is that if you get a 10% raise, right, the inflation rate is 5%. Your raise is actually 5. Understood? Okay.
Sorry, Professor, I missed that. I was
Oh,
logging
okay. I'll bring it back. Don't worry. Don't worry. How's that?
Okay. I missed everything you said, though.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. When you are working at a firm and they give you a 10% raise, but the inflation rate, your purchasing power has decreased, decreased by 5%. So your actual purchasing power, even though you got the 10%, is actually 5%, because you got to subtract the inflation rate from your raise. Right? Your purchasing power is 5% less. So your actual raise is 5%. This is what this is saying. Same thing when you deflate the GDP, nominal GDP by GDP. You can ask Michelle about that. We did that last semester. Right? You deflate it. And to know what the real raise is for. Right? This right here is nominal. This is what you're given. But the real raise is you have to take inflation out, divide it, and see what your real percentage is.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now, this one is you're thinking about investing in your friend's business, 4,680. Even though you know the investment is risky, you can't be sure, and you expect the investment to be worth 5,654 next year. You know that treasury bills, that's not the point, this and that. So what you want to see, if the present value of this amount is greater than your original investment. That's what you're trying to find out. So what you're going to do, you need to get the present value of 5,654 for 1 year. And you should know how to do that by now at 8%. For 1 year at 8%. If it's greater than this, then it's a good investment. If it's less, it's not. So what did you get?
Five two three five.
No sense? Okay. Is it greater than this number?
No,
What? This is not higher than this?
this is higher. This is higher. I'm sorry.
So you should invest, right? Yes or no? Now listen to me. Right? Now I'm going to show you something. Now to see how much more interest you're getting, right? Let's do this together. N equals 1. We're going to leave IY alone. Payment is 0. Present value is negative 4,680. Future values 5,654. Compute for IY. And what's the interest rate?
Yes, 20.8.
You got 20%?
20.8.
Right, 20%. So you would have to get 20% to get this amount, right? He's actually giving you 20%, not 8% of your money. Do you understand that? Right? For you to get this amount, 4,680 in the bank, and you get 5,654 in 1 year, the interest rate has to be 20%. So he's giving you way above the 8% because this is the present value of this amount. So he's giving you way. So absolutely you should invest. Ethan, do you understand what I just said?
No, can you repeat it?
You have $4,680, right? And I say, Ethan, listen, if you invest in my business, I'm going to give you $5,654 back in 1 year, right? And I'm telling you, the business expected rate of return is 8%, right? But when you do the math, you actually see that I'm paying you back at 20%. And because the present value of 5,654 is 5,235, you're way ahead of the game, right? You're way ahead because this is the present value of this amount that I said that I'm going to give you at the end of the year. So you're way ahead. And when you do the math, as we just did, to calculate the interest rate, it comes out to 20%, not 8%. So you're way ahead.
Professor, how you calculate 20%? Can you please tell us?
You put the present value as you put N equals 1. You leave IY alone. Payment is 0. Present value is negative 4,680. What you're going to put in the bank or what you initially invest, that leaves your hand out of pocket. And you're expected to make 5,000, your future value is 5,654. And then you compute for IY.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I've assigned the homework, and after that, we're going to give out the quiz, and then the week after, we're going to review chapters 1 through 5, and then the following week after that is our midterm. Our midterm is going to be 25 questions and in 90 minutes. So let me calculate that to be just right. So just 90. So you have 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes and whatever it is for each question. Yes, Adele? Someone said something? Guess not. All
You're
right.
asking for the date of the midterm. If it's
Oh,
in
I
2
don't
weeks.
know yet. I don't know yet. After next week, we'll know. After next week, we'll know for sure. I want to make sure that
Professor,
yes.
didn't you say you're giving 90 minutes and an additional 30 or something like that?
I never said that. 90 minutes, an additional 30?
Yeah, because it's 25 questions. I think you said something like that in one of the class.
No. No. It's going to be 90 minutes. I can't make it 2 hours. I can't go against the norm. It's 90 minutes. Okay? Let me think about the amount of questions too. I'll think about that.
I'm
But
sorry.
this class is doing good. I think this class is moving pretty well. 30 questions, 25 questions isn't a lot at 3 minutes apiece.
Professor, 25 questions is like too much for in 90 minutes. Can you make little like less, please?
We'll talk. We'll see. Let me think about it. All right. Who said? Wait a minute. Who was talking before that? Someone said that. I said. Who said that?
Sabrina.
Sabrina. Oh, Sabrina's the one that said that
Yes.
I said that. Sabrina. Let me
I
think
think you
about
did
that.
because I remember if we go back to
Oh, you
probably one of the
remember.
recordings,
You
I think
remember.
I Professor, you can ask the other students in the class. I'm pretty sure someone else will say you did say something like that.
Well, let me think about it. All right. This class is doing good. This class is doing very good. I think this class is sharp. This class is very sharp. So, 25 questions shouldn't be that bad. All right. Let me think about that. And
Which email are you responding to? Because I don't think any of them is going through.
what do you mean? What do you mean, Ethan? You sent me an email?
Now I know
That's
people are having
Samir.
issues with emails.
What did you say? Say that again, Samir.
I mean, I heard people were having issues with emails. I personally didn't have to send anything, but there's been issues.
No. My email is working.
Which one?
I answer my emails. I use Outlook 365.
Yeah, but you gave us the QCC
Ethan got
email.
in touch with me. Everybody's been getting in touch with me. So you can get in touch with me if you need to get in touch with me.
Yeah, so is the QCC one you're gonna respond to or the other one?
Yeah, put the QCC if you have to right now, because there must be a problem.
Okay.
QCC is okay too, because I teach at QCC also.
So it is rmitchell@qcc.cuny.edu.
Yeah, you can use that if you need to get in touch with me.
Thank you, Professor.
All right? Okay.
So today you will open the homework, and when you gonna open the
The homework
quiz?
is open already. The homework is open since 7 o'clock.
And quiz, when you're gonna open?
Next week. Next week.
Next week after the next class?
Yeah.
All right.
After we go over the homework again.
Thank you.
Because we need to do that.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys have a great weekend, and let me think about this, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Okay? Bye-bye.
Professor?
Yes?
Hi, sorry, I have a question. I was wondering again, I was looking back at the averaging of my grade, And I know that you mentioned earlier that it's not such a big deal to miss a homework or whatever, but I realize that it is bringing down my grade, and I really don't want it to negatively affect it just because, like, this class is very important to me and it's my major.
Which homework are you talking about?
I'm talking about, I missed one of them, homework. I think it was for 3.
You missed it?
I didn't miss it. I explained it to you earlier. I had to go to synagogue. I had an obligation to
I don't know
go.
what to say about that. I can't change that.
But I had last semester I had homework through Pearson, and the professor was able to open it for me and grant me
I can't do that. Listen to me. It's 1% of 15.
right.
So that shouldn't have that much of an impact. Okay?
But I don't know, because it was 2 homeworks that one I wasn't able to finish just because I had a lot going on, and then the other because of this.
All right. Listen to me, Ileana.
Yeah.
It's not going to have that much. Try to do much better on the exams. We're worried about the exams. Okay?
So, but I don't know. It is a little bit of a concern.
I don't know what to tell you. Let me look into it. Let me look into it. I don't know what to do about that.
I mean, I don't know, because last semester this professor was able to open it for me again.
I mean, that was him. I don't know, that's him. You can't expect what he did for me to do the same.
All right.
I don't know what he did.
Oh, I totally understand. I just thought, and maybe I'm misunderstanding. I don't know if it's because, is it because you don't allow for me to redo the homework, or is it just
No,
because you don't
wait a
know?
minute. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Listen to me. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't allow. What do you mean I don't allow?
Meaning, like, if I missed the homework, then I wouldn't be able to redo it. I don't know if it's like.
I don't know. Listen to me. I don't know if I do. I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
To reopen the homework after it's said and done.
oh,
I don't know how he did that. I don't know if he changed your grade. I'm not changing any grades.
No, not to change my grade, just for me to have another opportunity to do the homework.
I don't know how to do that. Let me talk to them, see if I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. So,
Okay? That's not me not being negligent.
right. That's what I
Okay?
wanted to understand. Okay. Well, thank you
All
for
right.
understanding. So if you would be able to maybe find out if that's possible, I would really appreciate it.
Okay.
Because I would want another opportunity just to show that I know what I'm doing.
Right. All right. I'll look into it.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Professor.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good night.
You do the same.